to Rocky.
Most importantly,
He lives the
he
story.
walks the
I've gotten
talk.
to know him. We've become friends.
Okay, your environment. So let's talk about environment in terms of, your home, your office, what you have mentally in your mind, and then what you have physically so that you can optimize yourself for maximum productivity, maximum results, okay? So for me, I started doing this thing where when I wake up in the morning, I actually make my own bed, okay? Because probably for about 6 years, I never made my own bed because I'd either live out of hotels and I'd have a maid, or even if I stayed at home, I'd have a maid, someone come in to make my bed and stuff. So for many, many years, and I watched this video on Facebook where it was this Navy SEAL commander or whoever it was, and he talked about doing the simple little things that can make a big difference in your life and creating that discipline. So every day when I wake up in the morning, I basically make my bed. I used to always jump on my phone and I used to always be reactive. I used to always check my emails, check Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and all of those things. Now I just put those things aside and I get up in my own time. I don't wake up with an alarm clock. I wake up, usually it's about 6 a.m. Sometimes it's 5 a.m. Sometimes it's 7 a.m. when I'm having a proper sleep. I sleep maybe about 6-7 hours a night. I used to sleep very, very little. Honestly, I used to sleep about 3-4 hours a night for many, many years. Now I tend to sleep a little bit more, and sometimes I'll sleep, 6, 7, sometimes even 8-9 hours, but I tend to make a habit of what my environment looks like. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is what my environment looks like. I'm surrounded by books. I have a notepad. As soon as I wake up, I have a notepad, 1 or 2 pens, and the reason why I have a couple of different pens with me is because I color and doodle and write in different colors. So I have a red pen, a green pen, a black pen, a blue pen, whatever. I don't know why, it just makes my writing a lot more alive, if that makes sense. So this morning I woke up and one of the first things I did was spend about a good 20 minutes crafting a new offer, okay? Crafting a new offer for a $50,000 program that I'm creating. And I spent good 15-20 minutes writing it out and then just thinking it through. I come upstairs and then I have this huge balcony on both sides of my penthouse, and so I'll just spend a good amount of time, maybe about a good solid 10-12 minutes, just drinking water and taking in the views. I'm so blessed to live in an amazing place, so I take in the views. I see on the far side, I see kids playing on the merry-go-round, I think that's what it's called, because I see boats going by, and I just take a few deep breaths and I take it all in, okay? I take it all in because I'm conditioning my mind and setting intentions for the day, for the end outcome. I want to have a productive day. I want to feel happy now and I want to feel happy by the end of the day. So I keep that in mind. And then I ask myself, what can I do to enhance today? So I have, let's just say, a checklist of, today I have a big checklist, but let's just say my checklist usually has anywhere from 3 to 10 things to do. And honestly, I never ever get through the entire checklist, but it's nice to have it there. And I always tell myself one thing. What's the one thing I could do? That's it. What's the one thing I could complete today? Okay, so I have it written down today. One thing, which is complete my book. I'm writing a whole bunch of books, about 5 or 6 that's gonna be coming out, but one thing at a time. So I have to keep reminding myself one thing at a time because I do have ADD, probably like you. And then I ask myself, okay, what are the things that I could do to enhance today's experience? How can I have a lot of fun? Maybe I can go into Central London and take some of my friends out for dinner. Or I could go and get a full body massage, and I have this masseuse that comes over to my place. They have their own table and stuff, so it saves me time. And then I thought, I'd like to bring one of my best friends here and we can study about the Quran and learn. And I thought, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so every single day I ask myself, what are the things I can do to have the most fun? Okay, remember I talked about having adventure in your life? Because when you also plan it out like this, when you actually put your environment and you structure it for maximum growth, success, productivity, results, fun, whatever, you tend to get a lot more done and you tend to feel a lot better about yourself. I'm here. Whilst I'm shooting this, I've actually got my camera set up and it just looks cool. It kind of forces me to get some work done. It forces me to do these podcasts. I could do a ton more other things, but I want to add more value to you. So guess what? This is what's called success conditions. And when I talk about your environment, this is what I'm really talking about. And this is the question that I want you to ponder on is how can you create an environment that fosters success? How can you create an environment that makes success inevitable? How do you put the pillars in place so that the only outcome for you is success? I know the fact that I have a camera pointing at my face and I'm mic'd up means one thing, I gotta get recording. In the morning, I didn't feel like recording because I had, 101 excuses. But I know as soon as I put myself in that environment, boom, I have to perform. Okay, I have to go on and do the Shaqir Hussyin show, which hopefully you're enjoying, listening, loving it, hating it, don't matter. Leave me a review. Make sure you go to iTunes, find the Shaqir Hussyin show. Let me know your feedback. Let me know. The ratings do matter. It's like the oxygen for iTunes to pick it up. So I do appreciate you for that. Okay, so ask yourself that question. What are the conditions I have to put in place? Okay, another condition I have in my life is when I'm waking up is for the first 3 hours, I'm not allowed to check my phone. Okay, and I have someone that lives with me and I tell them, hey, make sure that this is what happens. Okay, so guess what? In the first 3 hours of my day, I have a clean focus. I ain't listening to no one. Nothing else is coming into my agenda except for me and how I want to drive my day.